Huzzah! I did survive 2024. It tried its best. I can assure you that. But here I am, playing a different game that's not Inscription. But apparently I have a type. I had a conversation with a friend about this. Apparently I have a type, and that is card game roguelikes, because I adore Inscription. It's my favorite. I also really like Slay the Spire, which I got really into last Christmas. But this year, I caught a glimpse of the Game Awards, and this game called Balatro that my friend, shout out Plunderboy, recommended to me long before the Game Awards. But I caught the Game Awards, and this game won Best Indie Game, Best Debut Indie Game, and Best Mobile Game. I didn't even know it was on mobile, and I wanted to give it a shot. And yeah, of course, for those of you who have played it, you know it's quite addicting. I don't like poker, so I didn't give it a shot at first. But this is not even close to poker. So I have put 45 hours into this already, and then my other buddy was like, "Hey, make a video." And I was like, "Okay." I felt like I jumped the gun a little bit. You can see I've done a lot. There's a lot going on here. If you don't know anything about the game, this is gibberish. If you know something about the game, you can say, okay, you've done some stuff. So what we're going to do, for the sake of this video, is we are going to start from scratch, just to show you how this game works and how it gets going. So, alright. If you've ever played poker, there are poker hands, and somebody is a small blind, somebody is a big blind, and that affects how you wager. I've only played poker a few times. I don't really care for it. But anyway, here's Balatro. Instead of people, I'm beating a score, and I get scores based on the poker hand that I play. And yeah, so what am I looking at here? I've got a 2-pair, I've got a 2-pair, I got a 2-pair. Any other way to sum this up? I got 3, 5. I'm missing some holes if I was going to do a straight. I could do a 2-pair. So if you notice, a pair, I can play 5 cards at a time, just like real poker. A pair is worth 10 chips times 2, so it's worth 20. It's also worth the amount of chips, the value of each card. You see, plus 6 chips. So if I just played a pair, I would get 10 plus 6 plus 6. I get 22 times 2 would be 44, which is very short of 300. I have 4 hands to get 300. I have 4 discards. A discard is just any amount of 5 or less cards that I want to throw away and shuffle and get new cards. Here's my entire deck. It's a regular deck of cards. Nothing fancy yet. And this will all make sense later. So right now I'm just going to play a 2-pair. It's worth 20 times 2 plus the value of each card. So 84, which is still pretty short of 300. Let's see. I don't know if you're familiar with poker hands. Nope, not that. I have some you can do regular decks of cards, but I wanted to do these. Here are the poker hands. Here's a straight flush. It's when you have a straight, which is just 5 consecutive numbers, and they're all the same suit. 4 of a kind. Full house is a 2 of a kind and a 3 of a kind. A flush is just 5 of the same suit. Straight is just 5 consecutive numbers. 3 of a kind, 2 pairs, pair, and a high card is just nothing. What do we got? Ace, queen, 10, 9, 7. I think I want to discard some stuff. Maybe fill 6, 7. I think I want a straight. And you're going to have to forgive me. I'm going to make lots of mistakes playing this. 5, 6, 7. I really need an 8. I really need an 8. So I'm just going to keep messing around until I get an 8. That's another 9. is really sad, and I'm at a discard, so I have to do something. This blows. I'll really have to pair. Now you can use discards as an opportunity to. You can use playing hands as an opportunity to discard. For example, I'm gonna play 3 cards, but only the pair counts for scoring. I just get rid of this king from my hand, and I don't have to think about it anymore. There's my 8, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a straight. It's worth 30 plus the value of all 5 cards times 4. It's way more. Now, I should have done 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because that's worth more chips. But it's the small blind. I didn't have to do that much. So you notice that these better, more rare hands, I don't think it takes a genius to understand that. Some of these hands are a lot harder to come by than, for say, like a pair. So anyways, that's the game. Then you come to the shop in between each round, like every roguelike. I have an amount of money here. You might remember in a deck of cards there are jokers. Jokers are pretty cool, except in this game there are 150 jokers, and they all do something different. Jokers affect your playing hands, and if you're playing, I recommend getting a joker as fast as possible. Now, I think I want to buy this one because every time I start a new round, when I select a blind, I will create 2 random new jokers, which is a great way to get some fun stuff. And don't worry about the rest of that. We'll explain it maybe in a minute. Alright, so I just made 2 new jokers. I get plus 100 chips if I do a straight, which, oh my god, I have a straight immediately. I don't know if you can see that. And then this one, we'll get to in the next shop. I have Queen, Jack, 10, 9, 8. Perfect. Queen, Jack, 10, 9, 8. So I'm going to win instantly because 100 times 4 is 400. Plus, I already have the value of all these chips. So you'll notice the numbers ignite when you beat the blind in one single hand. Or if you get the value of the blind in one hand. They'll start catching on fire like that. You get rewarded for lack of hands played. And yeah. Now what do I want to do? Ooh! This is one of my favorite jokers, actually. So, I don't know if you noticed, it keeps up with the number of times I've played this hand. And what it'll do, if I can get away with it, I'm also going to display what this does. These are booster packs. So, there are some cards that can help you out. And this is affected by that. I'm going to open up this tarot card pack. You may think tarot cards have nothing to do with playing poker, but in this case, they have everything to do with playing poker. And they all do different things. If you've watched JoJo, you'll point at these and go, that they're stand users. Anyway, death. I can destroy 2. No, I can convert 1 card into another, which is really cool if I wanted more aces, right? This gives me money, gives me the sell value of all my jokers, which would be $9, or enhances 2 cards to lucky cards. When they get played, they have the following, I'm pointing it, they have the following effect. Now, just for demonstration purposes, I'm not going to do either of those things. When I skip a booster pack, this card gains +3 multi. Now, what does multi do? Multi is probably the most important thing if you want to win this game. So I'm going to play a 3 of a kind, because that's pretty good. This card's not going to do anything yet, because you'll notice I have not played a 3 of a kind. So to give me +0 multi. This is the chips, this is the multi. So I'm going to play this, and this card's going to give me +3 to my multi, and that card's going to give me +4. So that has a much, much bigger effect on the score than just increasing your chips. I mean, you need a solid chip base, but obviously increasing your multi is most important. And see, I took 2 hands to beat the score, and that's great. That was the boss blind. So you do your small blind, your big blind, and then you fight a boss. And I didn't even point it out, but the boss has a random effect. Yeah. And you'll get an extra reward for beating the boss. I beat the boss blind, and now the ante goes up. You win when you beat the 8th boss. So each round, each ante has 3, you know, a small, a big, and then the boss. And so if you do all 3, that's 24. But if I bought this right here, I would decrease the amount of hands I could play, but I'd also drop the ante back down to 1, which would mean I'd have to play more games to win. This can be used... Oh, these are vouchers, by the way. They're permanent little upgrades for your run. Ooh. That's a good joke. I'm probably not going to buy it. I got all these nice jokers. But that's a good joker. I'm going to sell this joker because I don't play straights that much. It's hard. I'm going to buy some planet cards. So these celestial cards, these are my favorite part of the game. They increase... You see how these, you know, like a pair gives 10 times 2? These increase the base value of those poker hands. So, like, I'm going to buy Mercury. I'm going to get Mercury here. And now my pairs do 25 times 3. Pairs are really, really easy and common poker hands. So, I really like doubling down on pairs because they're fun like that. And the more I play them, the more this is going to get affected. So, eventually, they're just going to get super strong. 4 multi is great, but, like, actually, it's not that great, which is why I sold it. So, we're just going to move on. And when I select this... I'm going to create 2 new jokers. Spades give +3 multi. That's pretty good. And diamonds also give 3 multi. Notice I have no spades or diamonds in my hand right now. Isn't that awesome? But we've got more. What do we got here? Pair, ace, king, queen, jack. If I had a 10, I could do a straight. I have a 3 of a kind ace. That's interesting. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play 2 aces because of that. And I'm going to start making this card do more the more I play aces. And notice the spade here gave me +3. I love how I said that pairs were common, and yet I have none. Don't I look like a fool? Gosh. I need a 10 or a pair. That works. Oh, I have 2 kings. I didn't even notice. So right now, I don't have to do a tremendous amount of work to beat these, but I really need to focus on getting better jokers to last for the rest of this run, because right now the highest thing is 1600, but it's going to get so much worse. I believe without any modifiers, the 8th boss has a blind of 100,000. Oh, look at this. This directly increases the effectiveness of my deck. So I will probably get that and sell... probably both of you. And I get money for that, and that's nice. So notice these booster packs here. I'm probably going to invest into these, and I'll show you why. These booster packs here give me extra playing cards. So you can cheat. I can have 5 spades in my deck. This is an extra 3 of spades, 10 of clubs, and some of them are multi-cards, or enhanced cards. This is a multi-card that when it's played, it gives +4 multi. Which is nice if I got the card, but I'll take the permanent +3 for skipping that pack, and I'll spend some more money to make that card even better. Now, I don't care about any of these. Actually, I do a little bit. This card existing gives plus 10 multi. It's holographic. When this card is played, it gives me $3. When this card is discarded, I get a tarot card. That's pretty neat. And when this card is in my hand at the end of the round, I'll get $3. But it's an ace. I'd want to play it. Also, I just want to make the multi higher so I can survive. This gives me $1 per unused discard. $8. I don't need that. So you can... I didn't even talk about what those are. We'll get to that. I'm going to play these double threes. I know, three's not a lot. But what I'm trying to develop that right there. The more pairs I play, the higher that's going to get. It will help me in the long run. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have a straight. I know I'm totally ignoring my poker hand, and I just said I'm going to keep playing pairs. But when you see a straight, I just gotta. Monkey brain. And look, I beat 1200 in one hand. Oh, interesting. By the way, this card works even if I play a 2-pair or if I play a 3 of kind. The hand contains a pair, so it will activate. I didn't even notice I made this joker. Even number cards will give me plus 4 multi. That's okay for now. That helps. Each 10 or 4 gives 10 shifts of 4 multi. Not that great. 3 of a kind. Nah. I will probably buy this. Ooh, actually, I want to show you a spectral card. A different kind of card. Spectral cards. These are crazy, and they do, in my opinion, they do ridiculous stuff that's either not worth it or really, really, really good. Like this. Create a copy of a joker that I have, but destroys all the other ones. I just wouldn't use this unless I had one joker. Know what I mean? This is an extremely good card for unlocking stuff, and I'm probably going to use it. Creates 2 copies of a selected card. That's pretty cool if I wanted like 2 more aces. And adds that purple seal that you saw earlier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decrease the amount of cards I can hold in my hand at one time to convert all of these 8 cards into a single rank. So now you might notice I have 8 more kings. I didn't notice if there were kings in it beforehand, but there are now, how many kings in my deck? 1, 2, 3. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 13 kings in my deck. And I don't know if you know this, but that makes it really easy to get a pair, a 3 of a kind, a 4 of a kind, and for the first time ever in poker, you can play a 5 of a kind. Isn't that amazing? Am I happy with these? Like, do I want to generate more cards with this? Probably not, because these are not bad. So I'm probably just going to do that, and I'll sell this now. And I'll show you why in a minute. First hand is drawn face down. That's not great. How about if I sort them by rank? I bet you I might have a pair of kings. Actually, you know what we are going to do? We're going to sort them by rank and get rid of the low ones. Oh. Well, I just want to get rid of the ones I can't see then. I'll play a pair. Interesting. Look at that. Already halfway there. Just that easy. So here's a pair of kings. And they're worth 10 each, so they make this much better. See, this is just slowly getting better and better. And this will get easier and easier the more I play it. Now, so, the rich get richer. For every $5 you have, you'll get an extra $1 of interest, up to 5. Basically, if I have, up to $5 in interest. So basically, once you get some good jokers and you can survive for a minute, I recommend getting a pile of $25 just to increase the amount of money you're getting after every round. Ooh. So now, this is a fun card, and I'm going to buy it. You'll notice the only thing more important to me than multi is multiplying your multi. So, we're going to get all this plus 9, plus, I don't know, 7 or 8, how many times I've played a pair, plus 8 more, right? And then I'm just going to double all of that with this card, so long as I don't discard any more cards. So, I've basically committed, while I have this Joker, I'm going to commit myself to not discarding any more cards to make this worse. Also, Jokers can have foil or holographic or any of those funny upgrades too. In this case, foil gives you plus 50 chips. So, plus 50 times 9 times 6 or 7 times 8. And then multiply all of those multis times 2. And it's a really fun ride. So this voucher makes rerolls cost less. Yes, you can reroll what spawns here in the shop, and if I had a lot of money, I would probably indulge in that. So these are tags. Sorry, I didn't go over this. You can skip playing a game to make the game go faster. In fact, there's an achievement for beating the 8th ante in under 12 rounds, which means not playing 13 games, which I've done on my other profile. So I kind of sometimes, I almost never do this because it's usually more worth it. If you skip these, you skip a trip to the shop, and the shop has a lot of valuable stuff, and I think more valuable than these tags most of the time. There's 1 or 2 of these tags that I will go for depending on what I'm doing. This, I'll get this just so I can get 2 of the really, really, really good tag. So in fact, I think I will, even though from my play style right now, it benefits me to play more games to make this better, right? Because the more pairs I play, the more this multiplies. And that'll help me in the long run. And look at that. But right now, I did it because I'm massively overkilling the blinds, and I can afford to just get that tag in case I get a really, really cool tag. So this will give me 2 of the next tag that I select. Converts 3 cards to spades. So these can be fun if you're doing like a flush only deck, or if you, I mean really, if you've got a deck of cards, if you've got your hand and you have 2 spades, you just convert 3 more and then boom, you have a flush. Very fun. Straight flush, don't need it. Don't want to buy another Joker. You know what? At the moment, I'm just going to try to get to $25. What's this boss? Cards drawn face down after each play. That sucks. Oh, look. I have a 3 of a kind. And notice how, because I've upgraded my pairs, this is only marginally better. Like, I can make pairs better than a 3 of a kind. But right now, the 3 of a kind still is better. So I'm going to do that. Boom. Boom. See, the multi is extremely powerful. Oh, see? And the more I do stuff, the more I'm going to unlock Jokers like that. There's 150, so it takes a lot of time. I'm at 45 hours, and I've unlocked maybe 120, 130. Oh! This is another fantastic Joker. Alright, so I'm getting rid of this one, because this can get bigger, this can get bigger, this won't, so I'll probably get rid of it eventually, but it's fitting my playstyle at the moment. This is awesome. This is fantastic. So long as I'm able to play 2 hands, I'm about to get absolutely busted. This voucher, you remember how you get $1 for every $5 that you have in this pile of money? This increases it to 10. So now I would want to have a pile of 50 if I did that. And since I'm so busted, I'm just gonna I'm gonna buy this, and then I'm not gonna spend money for a while until I have 50. Yeah. Yep. Until I have 50. And then I'm going to move on from there. Right now, I'm going to play 2 kings. So, watch this. Right now, we got our standard +8 × 2. Oh, okay, I beat 5,000. I can't even show you how good this is yet. So, like, imagine there, if that was the second hand I would play. I would have multiplied it ×3, and boom, we would have had maybe 15. It doesn't multiply this. Actually, yeah, I would have maybe had 15,000. I don't really like these jokers. I don't want to buy a spectral card. Actually, I do. So, there's a specific reason why I'm doing this. Ooh. Oh, so there's the same card, and then this is the alternate card that converts everybody to the same suit. Oh, and there's no consequence to this. This is just awesome. I think. Interesting. I've tried to get this in some of my other runs, because there's some stuff you can unlock if you play certain hands. So now I have more spades in my hands, which gives me opportunities. Like right now, I have an unbalanced deck, right? Normally there's supposed to be 13 of each suit, but now I've got way more spades. Anyway, upgrade flushes by 3 levels. I'm not playing flushes, but if that said pairs by 3 levels, I would have done it, and then I would have gotten double of it, and it would have been amazing. So I'm gonna play. Watch. I'm gonna do something interesting. I'm gonna play these pair of 6s. It's gonna get rid of the 7 and 4 as well. I've got 3 hands to play with. I can do some goofing around. What I was trying to do is get more kings. I want to see if I can play a 5 of a kind. But now you can see the magic of what this card does. 60, 180, and we did almost 15,000. Unlocking more jokers here. So you can see if we're allowed to play more than one hand, and I keep saying that because there's a boss that only lets you play one hand. I hate that boss. This is a really good joker too. What's the arm? Decreases. Oh, this is my least favorite boss. Fortunately, I've only upgraded my pairs to 2, so it's not gonna hurt me that much. I'm absolutely buying this one and get rid of that one. So I know I said I'm gonna like get to 50 or whatever, but every time I add a playing card to my deck, this goes up by 0.25. So I'm gonna add this nice thing, and at this rate that kind of means I should worry about getting rid of this because I'm not going to advance anymore. I'm going to keep not skipping these packs. So I should really consider getting a better joker. Oh look, 3 jacks. Maybe I don't want to decrease my pairs. Maybe I just want to. I'm gonna do that because I need this to kick in. Notice the steel card, if it sits in my hand, it multiplies my multi times 50, increases it by 50%. So I'm not going to play that jack. I'm going to play this. See, it can't lower my level less than 1, so now it really can't do anything to me. Oh, look at that. Boom. So that's fun. So pairs seem like a really low power deck or strategy, but if you really invest into it like that, you can make a lot out of not a lot. I think it's a consistent way to. Oh look, see, this voucher adds +1 discard to my hand. Now, I've made a lot of talk about getting to $50 so I can keep spending money like crazy. I don't want to do that anymore. I would like to keep making this joker better. and I keep adding spades to my deck. I don't know why. I should just add good cards. Maybe I want another Mercury. I didn't get another Mercury. Maybe a straight? Because I'll probably get another. You've seen me play some straights. I'll probably play another one if I get it. Because now it's 60 times 7. That's way better. I don't want to create 2 common jokers. I don't have any room. You can only have 5. Unless I get something really, really cool. You know what? I'm crazy. Oh, I forgot. See? When you discard it, it makes this worse. I was trying to be greedy and get 5 kings just to show off what that does. But now in my hubris, I've made this slightly worse. So, you know, the next time you see me hover over discarding, just yell at me. And I'll go, ah. And then, yeah. Look at that. Oh, by the way, you can switch the orientation of these jokers, and you might have seen me do it. It's very important that you put the multipliers after the additive multis. Because if I had, let's say, 10 multi, and then I multiplied it times 2, and then I plus 9, right? I don't really have to explain math here, but so you have 20, and then plus 9, 29, or I add 10 plus 9, then times 2, and that's 30. That's way more than that. 38. Yeah, I was right. I should just trust my instinct. So keep the additive ones before the multiplicative ones, and it does from left to right. Ooh, this is a really good joker. If you have hands to spare, this is an excellent joker. It'll create a copy of the first card that you play if it's by itself. So, if I wanted to make more kings in my deck, which honestly I'm tempted to, I'm really tempted to, but I have such good cards, I'm not even going to go that way. I'm just going to keep doing this. So, pairs for days. I have 1 pair. That sucks. I love how I have all these spades. Oh, I thought I had more. Yeah, didn't I add more? Oh, maybe this counts. Yeah, that's counting the ones I've already played. So, yeah, that makes sense. Like it's taking out the ones that I've played. Big number. Oh! Yeah, that's what that blue seal does. So, on this card, if I win and this card is in my hand, it will create a planet card of the kind of poker hand that I just won with. So that was excellent because I just got another Mercury card to make my pairs better. So this is why this is like the planet cards are my favorite, because I think it's super valuable to increase those. Okay, so this boss can get dangerous if you don't think about what you're doing. So I'm going to think about what I'm doing. I'm going to discard. See, you were supposed to yell at me. If I didn't have this in my hand, what you should do is, notice it says after a player discard, draw 3 cards. So if you were playing a deck and you kept playing flushes, you'd play 5 cards and then you'd only draw 3. So suddenly your hand would get smaller and smaller. So what you should do is discard 1 and draw 3, discard another and draw 3. So basically just fill up your hand as much as you can, right? Like I have 9 out of 7. But I'm not going to do that because I play in pairs. Notice I have 3 3-of-a-kinds in my hand right now. Who wrote this? In fact, I'm going to play 2 7 of spades, which is totally legal. I could play 3-of-a-kinds. You're so right. In fact, I probably should have, because I'm guaranteed to have 2 of them and take effect of this card. Oh, now I have a 4-of-a-kind. And now we're morbidly curious, can he get a 5-of-a-kind? but I'm probably gonna win on this hand, so the world may never know. I got 20,000, 35,000 in one hand. It's because of this bad boy right here. There is a problem I have with this game. Success seems to totally depend on the kind of jokers you get. Ooh, this voucher. Very interesting. It doesn't do anything, spoiler. But what you could see is that in your collection, there are vouchers. And I bought this one. So, I can raise the cap on interest. So if I get max interest for 10 rounds, I can unlock the second tier of this to make the interest, spoiler, it makes interest go higher. So what I'm trying to say is, one of these is the blank voucher, and if you buy it 10 times, you get like a really cool voucher. But I have no interest in doing it. Now, I'm not at $50 yet. Ooh. I could have 2 free spectral cards if I wanted to. In fact, I will. And I'll tell you why. I really want... There's only... I think that's it. Nope, that's a rare one. These are awful. These are really awful. Okay. I don't want to destroy all my jokers because I love all my jokers. Except maybe this one. And I don't want to set my money to 0. I also don't have room for a rare joker. So I'm going to skip and do that. But I'm going to another special pack. There's only one way to... There are 4 legendary jokers that do incredible things. I've actually only seen 2 of them. I haven't done any research on this game. I've just played it. And the only way to get legendary jokers is to get a spectral card that generates one. So I was curious if I could get one. Now, you saw me do this last time, and it was pretty cool. The problem is I don't want to keep shrinking my hand size. Actually, since I'm generating off of pairs, that's not a bad idea. See, because now it doesn't totally matter the size of my hand because I'm just doing 2 cards at a time, and now I have a huge chance to get kings and 10s, you know? So I have a very, very high probability of getting a pair. And I'm not going to calculate said probability because that takes more time than it's worth. Should I play the double 10s? I should, because it's worth more. Though I'm not really hurting for power here. Because you'll notice we're pretty strong here. Now, if you can do some math, like I can, that last hand got me 40,000. I scored 50,000 in 2 hands. I can get 40,000 on another hand. And this is only going to get slightly stronger for the rest of these antes. So what I'm saying is, I'm getting close to generating 50,000 a hand. And remember how I said the last boss you need 100,000? So I'm getting close to just being, and you can play 4 hands, so just being able to win the game. Oh, you know how I said the last one was my least favorite boss? This is my least favorite boss. Because I'm not sure, but I think this guy's effects are permanent. I hope they're not. But they're really, 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 really aggravating. I can say that. Okay, I want to win right here and not think about this anymore because you keep having... Oh, okay, never mind. I don't know why I thought I was remembering there was some boss that kept having it and having it and having it like forever. And I'm glad that's not the case. That wasn't that one. Woo! Alright, notice I'm almost maxed out on interest. Now I am. So once you get to this point, if you can afford it, I basically treat it like I have $8 to play with. So I'm going to add a card to my deck because it increases. Oh, look, this is a wild card. It could be any suit. Or a glass card. Yep, I think that'll do. So I don't want to spend anymore. Next! Doubles your money. As much as it would be cool to have $94, in order to keep getting more powerful, I need to keep playing pairs. So I'm just going to keep playing games and do that. Also, all this work I've done to get the cool amount of interest would be for nothing if I didn't play the rounds. Especially, I need to go to the shop to add more cards to my deck to make this more powerful. Blue. Woo! Look at that. And see, in 2 more hands, I could totally beat 100,000. In 1 more hand, I could beat 100,000. So, notice now I'm getting my max $10 extra per round. So I'm treating it like I have $19 to play with. I don't really need... This is your consumable, so like if I bought this tarot card, it now sits in my consumables. I can increase that by 1. I don't really feel the need to. And I'm not trying to unlock things on this save file. Look, Mercury. Make my pairs better. I've almost memorized these planets. Just because I've played this so much. Oh. See? Now I could upgrade one of these, but why would I do that when I can get +3 more for doing that? I'll reroll for $5. I don't see anything good. This is a fun Joker. Because I think in my first game, I got something like, you know, like cards that say all face cards get +4 multi or something. And it's like, well, now all cards are face cards. So that could be fun. Skip blind, adds a voucher. I don't really care about that. We have enough to win. We can just keep playing. Lucky cards. Just sure. There is a Joker that increases multi for however many tarot cards you've used throughout the whole game before you get the Joker and after you get the Joker. So I usually find it's good to use tarot cards in case you get that. But my favorite Jokers include this one. That one's okay. I don't like this one because it prevents me from discarding. My favorite Joker's probably, and it's not the best Joker, but my favorite Joker is probably, there's one, it's a baseball card. 1, I love baseball. 2, its effect is awesome. It gives it increases the multi by 50% per uncommon Joker that you have, like this one, and that one. I would enjoy that very much. So I have $17 to play with. None of you are Mercury. So I'm just going to increase my multi by 6 anyway, or 3 anyway. Let's go with a foil Jack of Spades. How about it? And now we do way more. Moving on. I'm going to use this. All diamond cards are debuffed. That's the boss. So if I were to play this, it wouldn't add its chips. It wouldn't add its ability. Yeah, see, no chips and all abilities are disabled. None of these would affect it. And yeah, it would be a waste of my time. So I'm going to play the regular pair instead. Now, I will say I'm afraid of one boss. What are we? We're on one boss, so the next one will be the last one. I am afraid of 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack. Wow. I'm afraid of the boss that it only lets you play one hand. So I would have to get the score in one pair, and this card would be useless for that. But notice with a straight, I just got... Wow. I don't have anything. That sucks. So what I'm going to do, instead of discarding, I'm going to take this opportunity to play a high card. Instead of sacrificing discards, I'd rather just do this. Since I only need 10,000, I found it really unlikely that I wouldn't get one of my very many kings or tens, you know what I mean? So that was a little risky, but it was all to preserve this, and instead I get 89,000 out of it. Okay, well, that's fine. That's a fun joker. Keep unlocking all these jokers. What happens is you can go to your collection and see all these jokers that you've bought, but the ones you have to unlock. Where are they? Yeah. So like these are the ones that I've unlocked but haven't seen. These are the ones I still have to unlock, and I like that they tell you how to unlock them. Anyway, so here's my $20 to play with. That's Pluto. Now, I could make this game take longer if I wanted to develop my deck a little more, because that would give me a whole nother ante to play more pairs, but I don't want to do that. I would like to get this run over with. Ooh, so this is spinning the roulette wheel. I could add an effect to one of my jokers or get nothing. I can convert cards to spades, which I might do, or I can get $20 more. Or I can skip and increase this multi, and I think this is faster. So I may not get rid of this now, just because of how much I've invested into it. Oh, look, more money. Converts to hearts, wild card, lucky cards, destroy cards. I'm gonna double my money just to appease you guys. Oh, I can pick two. Oh, watch this. I get to have the best of both worlds. So that was like a super pack. I get to pick two. So not only did I get to pick a card, but I can also skip it and get my multi. Money moves, baby. Reroll. So these get more expensive. This is good. My hands, my style doesn't depend on this. Ooh, this one's fun. It only works, as you can see, if you're poor. But it's really fun to do if you don't want to do the whole piling money to get interest. It just gives you a lot of tarot cards. We'll try this one more time. One more time. Yeah, I'm good. So in my first game that I played, I got this joker immediately, and it was busted because, as you can see, it gives you a random amount of multi, and like, you know, from 0 to 20 something. Yeah, and it was fantastic. Anyway. Well, this sucks. So I'm gonna try. I shouldn't have played the 10. Sorry. I'm gonna try to get a second 10 or king. So I played a dummy hand first. I was about to say, wow. So I'm going to get rid of that 5. I can use these opportunities to get more out of this. See, now I got all these kings. And now that I'm going to win with this hand, this blue card's going to give me another Mercury, and it's going to be fun. Big number. So I can totally beat 100,000. Mercury. Oh, I think that was the thing I was talking about. The one that's... Yep, +1 per tarot card used this run. I've only used 2. This is a good one because it scales, right? I can keep buying tarot cards, but I've already put so much into this one, and we're basically at the end, so I'm not even going to worry about it. I am going to buy a playing card. Get another spade. More spades. None of you are spades. I hate that. How about a jack? You know, I could just skip it. No, I want to increase this guy. Maybe another blue card. See, now we're at ×3. That's fantastic. What's this one? This will give me a free pack of celestial cards. I don't really care about that. What was that, boss? 1 random joker disabled every other hand. I don't like that. There's one where it flips over and shuffles every joker, and I like that a whole lot less, I'll say. So I'm going to play all of these because I want... There's a strong chance I'll get another 10, right? Because I made all of those 10s. And I also want to leave room to get kings as well. Instead, I'm okay with playing... This doesn't affect it twice, does it? Let's find out. So I'm going to waste time here. I'm going to waste a hand. I don't think I'll get 19,000 out of this. Yeah. Ooh, damn. That was way more than I thought it was. Are you kidding me? Ugh. I wanted to check. Here's to wasting more time. I don't want to burn my bridges here, so I won't play that one. I might get another 10,000 though. Okay, we're gonna find out either way. I was wondering if I have 2 blue seals, will it create 2 funny cards for it? Yes, it will. But who needs those? I was trying to do it with a pair, so I can get 2 Mercuries. So sometimes these jokers can have effects. If I really don't care about this, I could sell it for $1. But you never know. This could come in handy. Right? Like, I'm sure there's a way in which you can make just playing a high card a viable deck. I don't want to spend my time doing that. We're going to gamble. Oh, that was a waste of $3. I will buy planets. Maybe I'll get a Mercury. Mercury. Mercury's in retrograde. And then we'll add a playing card. Make this better. Spade. That's a spade. This card will be triggered twice if I play it, which is pretty cool. Not that useful on a 3 though. It just basically makes it a 6. Unless it gets affected by one of these abilities, which I don't have anything that does that. Alright. Here's the last boss. This one is disabled, so I won't get ×2. I will do this, however. So watch 1, 2, and 3. 22,000. Oh no, what will I do? Okay, that's... Honestly, if you're going to disable one, that's the one to disable. I'm going to play double kings. I should have played the 9 and the 2 and the ace. Although we got 133,000. So, that's fun. Now, you can keep going. You can totally keep going. If I wanted to unlock more stuff, I definitely should keep going. So like, the blinds get harder, right? This is 220. In fact, I think it gets really ridiculous. Collection, blinds. Yeah, see, you could make it some astronomical numbers. That E, by the way, if you're not familiar with your, scientific notation, that's 10 to the 13th power, 10 to the 16th power, 10 to the 20th power. That's a lot. So you can do a lot of fun stuff. I'm going to go to the main menu. And look, I unlocked a new deck. I unlocked a lot of new things, honestly. What does this one do? $8 of the boss blind ability is triggered. So now you get the hang of this game. I unlocked a lot of decks. So if I wanted to play again, now I don't have to just choose the red deck. I've got a blue deck. The red deck gave me an extra discard. The blue deck would give me an extra hand. This one starts you with $10. I've thought about the usefulness of this. I think it's good because you need to kind of just either buy your jokers outright, or this can get you started with interest a little faster. There's that. You start with the voucher that gives you one more consumable slot. So basically you have 3 out the gate. And then you have the Fool, which is a tarot card that creates a copy of the last tarot planet card that you played. So that's pretty cool. This would help you get started if I found Mercury instantly, I would use the Fool to make another copy to make my pairs better. And then you can unlock more decks by doing different things. Now, notice how I beat the first one on white stakes, the base difficulty. I need to beat it on red to unlock the next difficulty, and it looks like it goes all the way up to this one, which I have not done on my profile. This is me, player 1. My collection is vast and all-encompassing. I have a lot of decks, and they can do a lot of things. So this is the regular one, this blue one, the yellow one. You'll notice I've beaten all of them on the white difficulty just to say that I did it. This one you get no interest, so it makes you play an interesting way. +1 joker slot, -1 hand every round. Interesting. This is probably my favorite voucher. When you open Celestial packs, they always give you the card, the planet for your most played hand, so that's extremely helpful in that last run. And it would basically guarantee I pay $4 to $8 to get another Mercury, which is why I've beaten this one on the red difficulty, because I like playing that deck. I like this deck too, just because outright you can find spectral cards faster, and those are the ways that you can unlock like the legendary jokers, and you can do crazy stuff. And you can get that like Ouija card that I use to make all of the same rank, and you can do fun things like play 5 of a kind. What's this one do? This one is fascinating. There are 0 base cards. It's just ace, 10 through 2 for all 4 suits, and it's bizarre. This is my favorite deck, and we'll come back to it. There are vouchers that make planet and tarot cards appear more, and also one that makes instead of 2 cards in the shop, there's 3. That's a good deck. I should probably play with that some. I hate this deck, but it is interesting because the more cards you have in your hand, the more chance you have at making straights and flushes. But -1 joker just sucks. I did almost beat this today. This was a weird deck too. You start with no. Every time you beat a boss blind, you get a double tag for free. And then I haven't done a blue stake or an orange stake yet. You'll see my favorite deck: 26 spades, 26 hearts. You don't have any diamonds or clubs, so it's flush city. This deck was made to play flushes, and it's very, very good. And we may explore some of that if I make another video. So I hope you like Balatro. It's quite addictive. I love how I probably rode the line between over-explaining to the audience that already knows this game and under-explaining to the audience that doesn't know this game. But I intended that intro to be short, but I feel like this video ran quite long. So in the next one, we will play probably on this profile and make some progress, try to unlock some things, because I still have some jokers to unlock. And you have to do crazy stuff, like get 100 million in chips in one hand, which I don't know. I don't think I've done that yet. I know I haven't done that yet, or I would have unlocked this. But even in, I have another problem with this game. If you play it, you can do challenges, and these are awesome. I have a lot of fun with these, right? Like this one was amazing. You start with the thing that gives you more interest, and then the thing gives you even more interest. And the amount of chips that you have cannot exceed your current dollar amount, so it's just all about getting a lot of money, and it was really fun. My problem with it is you can't unlock anything when you do these challenges because they count as seeded runs. So like, I'm playing them just to beat them, and especially in this one, I started doing some crazy stuff. Wait, no, it wasn't this one. Was it this one? There was one of these. I started doing an absolutely insane game-breaking strategy, and I could have played forever if I'd messed up on some hand. But I didn't unlock anything. And so, like, I learned more about the game, but it didn't add to my collection, and that really bothered me. Anyway, we'll do it all again next time. So, yeah.